gonna get him this 94. 94 plus taxes 109. What you expect to pay? We need that same shit. Believe in a dream. It's $100. What if they give us $400 every time they stop? That mean everybody get 100. I bet Flipper stand his ass out there then. Wow. He won't be in that end. Yo, welcome to the show, man. It's your boy, man. I'm just talking to y'all real quick, man. Y'all in the middle of the conversation. HoodFilms. I gotta talk about the boy Vlad and that professor, man. What's happening with that? Because in my opinion, man, he represents the, you said it, KKK. Unfortunately, our people like to make sure they eat, that they make money. That's what the whole idea of slavery was, to make black people believe that in order for you to have happiness and make it to heaven, that somebody that's with an oppressive mentality is supposed to make money off of you. And it's like that whole idea of, I got signed, even though you know the contract is bullshit. Or, I got this motherfucking show, they hired me to be on this thing, even though you got the lowest fee that they can pay out to anybody ever on the show. So it's like, take the shit in order for you to be in the room or be around some kind of people that you want to be around. I just don't agree with that mentality. And the Vlad situation is basically, he was talking about the Drake and Kendrick Lamar battle. And inside that battle, Drake dropped the song Family Matters. It was Kendrick dropped a song called Family Matters. Inside that song, Vlad was saying that it had a bogus mix on it, that he didn't believe that the mix on that song was good. So his argument was the mix was so fucking bad that it made the song diminish on how many people wanted to listen to it on streaming.
That's bullshit.
So he said, listen to Drake last drop, and then look at the streaming, and then look at the streaming on Family Matters, which is what Kendrick dropped. So this argument is what he was pushing. So some professor, I can't remember her name exactly, you know her name out there because you follow this shit too. She said, yo, mind your business, this a black thing. That nigga said, what? Now, people call that troll on the internet when somebody say something that's offbeat or off cuff, whatever, you don't want to hear what they saying. So they call that troll. So he found that to be something that he wanted to attack. So he went after the lady at this professor. She happened to be just a professor at Princeton. So he go after her and he like, yo, you bogus for what you said. And he hit her back on the internet saying, yo, I hit your professor, I hit your job up and let them know that you saying that I can't talk on black issues. So everybody on the internet read that. You know, the people also on the internet, the comment people, they like, yo, what the fuck is Vlad on? Why you want to be around all these black people, but then when some black people say something that you don't like or disagree with, they gotta lose their job. Like, this shit is like extreme. Like, bro, you could easily just
They play on white and I said so.
Right, like you could disagree, you could just fucking ignore her. But this is the white supremacy in your system, that if a black person says something that you disagree, then you gotta stamp them out. You gotta stump them. See, black people don't have that mentality. If you go to your job and they act the way, you ain't in there trying to take over your boss' job. You ain't over there trying to overthrow him or open up a company like his to beat him out or get rich so that you can come buy him out or confess to the equal opportunity employment people about him.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck about it like that. You're not really finna do that if you're a black person. That don't mean it shouldn't be done. That don't mean that the people don't deserve to do that.
That also doubles up with the being that we don't have the power to do that, even if we wanted to. We don't have the power to do that. Vlad is doing that because he has the power to. That's why I mean by he's playing I'm white and I said so.
Right.
He knows he's a white supremacist at the end of the day.
Right. And white people are gonna get behind him. Other white people are gonna say, oh wait, what happened? Oh yeah, well we're gonna have to. You know, it's basically like I'll tell your overseer on you, and then you're gonna have to answer to
exactly
what you think you said to me.
I'm gonna tell your
I
white
can tell
man,
your overseer, and then he gonna make sure that he get down on you. And the lady like, what? You know, basically you gonna treat me like I'm not a blogger. I'm not just a normal. I get to say stupid shit online too. But this is supposed to make me lose my job and career. But then you a nigga who is a culture vulture, and all you do is make money off white, black people.
I believe all of us should ban Vlad now.
Should have been banned.
All of us should boycott it. We should have been boycotted him.
Show that he'll
any of these culture vulture ass white men that's enriching themselves into the black culture and just using us, exploiting us for bullshit. And then when we call them out on it, they want to X us out. Nah, fuck that shit. This is our thing.
That's something black people
the problem. That's our problem in the first place with letting people in. We need to stop being so goddamn friendly and multicultural and let motherfuckers
they don't let us in
around, because they don't let us in nothing.
You can't find one white man that'll explain to you what a hedge fund is and how to get it. Your ass better get on Google. You better get on some motherfucking internet pages and some TikTok fucking searches, but you're not finna find a white guy and walk up to him and say, hey, I know what you do for a living, I researched you. Can you tell me? He gonna say, if you don't get the fuck away from me. You know what I'm saying? So, and that rightfully so, because you're supposed to do your own due diligence, whatever the world say. But at the end of the day, black people built hip hop. Black people built that culture. Black people built that reality. And if we can't talk amongst each other, that's the more overseer shit. Now we can't even have a communication, a conversation, an argument amongst each other.
Amongst these Europeans, bro.
Now we didn't cross the line with you. Now here go a beef going between two black dudes that's nothing to do with nobody's website. And this nigga jump into it. He want to be the biggest conversation in the beef. Hey, you said something bad to me. Who the hell do you think you are? That shit is ridiculous.
And then you get on volley with somebody that ain't got nothing to do with the situation. Like,
the mentality is weird. And all the niggas that chase him down to be on the show, it's the same reason why Harriet Tubman said, I could have saved more blacks, but they just didn't know they were slaves. They didn't
know they were slaves. We in 2024 got these phones, this technology, this money. We at the party.
You can make your own fucking podcast.
We think that we so fucking free, and it's so fucking far from the truth. We being controlled at every fucking point.
And that mentality is sad, because it's like, dude, how you gonna try to get this lady fired? So now she's supposed to be some professor at Princeton. You gonna blast her like that. So now her future gigs, trying to get a future gig when they start Googling her name and being like, oh shit, so now you want to work at Mary Nook University in fucking whatever city or state. Wait a minute, your name came up. What's this Vlad TV shit? Or you had an interesting argument with Vlad. You told him to mind his damn bit. See, white people going to stick up for each other.
They're flipping and start saying that you were racist because you said they can't be in the black name.
Right. Now they're going to flip it on her. So Vlad get to go on with his life.
Now they're going to be telling you at the new gig, no, we're not going to give it to you because we heard you're a racist. You wouldn't let white people do it.
Dude been stepping back. He been trying to apologize all over the place. Like he apologized again Wednesday. Saying I apologize for that to the lady, but he get to go back to his $1 million mansion and lifestyle and mindset, while a girl got to try to jump back in the gig as a motherfucking professor. So what you think gonna come up when they looking up her jobs? They gonna Google you. They gonna see that you somebody that, now maybe she shouldn't have said it. Maybe that's probably, well, if you got that kind of background or that kind of job,
but then what
maybe
is
you
the freedom of speech?
Like
what is freedom of speech if you can't say what you like to say without those type of repercussions? Like, god damn. What is that's what I mean by we not free, gang.
That's facts. Because that's a private
That's literally
university.
Your first fucking constitutional right is freedom of speech.
Yeah. But they
I
say,
can't type some dumb words on Twitter. I didn't threaten
why
nobody.
Why should it make me lose my job? If the whole world get on the internet and say shit, why is my specific 44 words the ones that's gonna cost me my life? But see, they do that to white people too if they say something racist about blah blah blah
Look
blah.
Look at Justin Bieber. Look at Jason Aldean.
Right.
Look at Eric Church. Look at Morgan Wallen.
They get away with it.
Look at all these motherfuckers that done said all this racist ass shit. Kramer.
Mel Gibson.
All these motherfuckers. Look at them, G. They still got careers.
Yeah.
They don't get canceled.
No, hell no.
Cancel culture is not real.
Hell no.
That shit is for niggas.
Well, they really can't cancel you unless you need them to pay you. So that's what she was saying. That's what Vlad was feeling like. Well, I'm a white guy. I'm Jewish. I know it got to be some white Jewish guys at that goddamn school. So we stick together. So I know for a fact, if you talking to me, you talking to all us motherfuckers. And so if you say I can't be in the black culture because of who I am, then you saying can't none of us be in the black culture listening and talking about hip hop. So it's like a real fucked up statement, and I just don't think dudes should be even in the black community. I think anybody black who listens to dude, they need to get their brain examined. Like, they actually something wrong with you. And I know he got so many interviews from black people because, we don't have that stick togetherness like that. We don't really do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if we did, it wouldn't be no Vlads to even think about. That would be like the culture vulture idea that Dame Dash coined the word. It's basically a white person who can't make money in his own culture. See, that's the part that we don't see. We always talk about the part of them just making money in black culture. But see, a person like Vlad, he'll be looked down upon by other Jews. they're not gonna say, oh shit, this is a smart person. No, you go over there and make your money off the niggas because you can't come up with property.
Money in the
you can't come up with a bank. You can't come up with all these motherfucking funding systems and all this shit and all these angel investment motherfucking things that they do inside their culture to keep each other rich. You're not gonna be able to do that. So if you can come up off niggas, if you can come up off of hip hop, if you come, whatever the fuck you do, you can't come up in our world. Which is open to any of them. You can do anything, you know, just like anybody else. So they found a way in a nook, and that don't mean that they don't love hip hop or don't like rap. The fact that they can flourish in our game, it just show you the white supremacy bullshit that we deal with. It's like, how the fuck did these white people pop up on the internet and they got more algorithm push than the fucking Math Hoffers or whoever else you might listen to in your own life as a podcaster? That shit is dumb to me. And then you pop your shit up on YouTube and they hitting your ass up with, oh yeah, community guideline problem. You crossed the line right here in this world, Whispered. That shit make you want to be privately having your own systems and services. That is, to me, what creates things. Those kind of blockings and things that these companies do to hold you back, that's actually what make you creative to come up with your own shit. If it was all smooth and beautiful, it'd just be 8 billion motherfuckers on there and no voice. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that they got these segregations and watching out.
Like you said, that community guideline shit, I seen it literally start on Facebook and then just reach its way out to every piece of social media and social network. Like,
they looked at it and adopted that. Like, that's because remember, they private companies. They're not necessarily freedom of speech in America. That's when you're walking on the sidewalk or you go into a public arena or public space. But these are private companies, so they make their own rules. And if you want to be on their shit, that's what the rules you got to follow. So, you know, it's cool. But at the end of the day, the Vlads and those guys, they making money off hip hop. Is it going to end? Is it going to stop? Do these people deserve our money and our watch? Should we be paying attention to these clowns? You know what I'm saying? Like, what value do they bring? That's really the question. What value do they bring to black hip hop?
I don't think they bring any value.
Ultimately,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
the same thing that they doing is black platforms that's just as big doing it. You know what I'm saying? But we ignore those. We don't like to. Like you said, we don't got that together. And it's sad to watch it.
So it's better to feel like, hey, boy, we all came together to help build Vlad. Yeah, like that. Like we're a team.
It's almost like we need a class in camaraderie. Like, it's crazy. Like,
it's like, why we building this guy's brand so big? And then he show you over and over how his disdain for black people. It's just so strong. It's like most motherfuckers would have probably ignored that lady. Would have literally ignored that lady. Like, what that crazy lady said. But he mad as hell. Like, what the fuck did she say? So I just, man, y'all gotta let me know in the comment section what y'all think about that mentality, man. All right, that's all we got.